Alrighty, Todd. In the bottom left, we have your human ally for the Lao Pao Esports Club. It's Fortitude, and he is facing a former rogue warrior still wearing the clan tag. It's Fly. So,
Fortitude is forcing his altar.
Ah, power build. I see.
What is up with those vintage builds that we're seeing? I hadn't seen that in a while. It used to be the standard on some maps to make sure you're able to start creeping just a little bit earlier. I'm guessing this is going to be for the Tusker camp. And it makes it a lot harder for the Orc to show up on time to be able to harass that effectively. And we're even seeing a non-barracks build here from Fly. So he might be looking to try and take as soon as possible. In which case, you're really relying on doing a lot of damage with the Farseer. But when you get there, the camp's already finished and humans already safely home mining it back with the peasants. It's obviously not going to be great for him.
Yeah, Fly for a long time was known for his Blade Master play in good and also bad. Like the steals, the last hits, everything was so on point until he starts to lose the Blade Master 4 times in a game. And then he switched to the Farseer to apply to the current meta game. So we'll see where this leads him. Archmage, of course, the hero of choice for Fortitude. And then we'll see a race to tier 2 as we see the super fast tech here. And in the mid game, it's all about these tier 2 heroes, Mountain King and Torrent Chieftain.
Yeah, the real downside of this build is that Fortitude's tier 2 is going to be so delayed. But you start with a very easy level 2. And yeah, he needs to work on his peasant count here. He's finally going to start the extra one. He's getting the 3rd farm. By the time Fly gets to the other side of the map, that camp will be long finished. And Fortitude might already be starting to work on maybe the Murloc camp.
Greater mana, that's a good one. And we know that Fortitude is a very aggressive player. So not only do you creep this camp earlier, of course you can also be aggressive a little faster. Without level 3, that's always, like, it doesn't feel too good to push with only level 1 water elementals, but Fortitude doesn't care if he has the strong water torrents or just the starting ones, and especially with this item, that could cause a lot of problems for the burrows.
Yeah, there's always the question of, do you want to get level 3 before you use the greater mana here when you're exactly on level 2 at this stage in the game? He loses a peasant back at home, and some mining time on wood is being prevented here by these wolves, which actually Fly should replace right now, otherwise he's going to feed some experience. There it is. Does not end up losing any of them, but I think he killed 2 peasants already. We can see the experience on the Farseer, so nice catch from Fly here.
Yeah, also no tower, not the quickest reaction time. So Fortitude needs to do some damage. How many water elementals will we see? 2 footmen and the water elemental. Archmage already withdrawn to the left-hand side. This shop will finish. Is the repair fast enough, though? 1 peon is there. More peons are here. This is not looking too good for Fortitude. A footman gets killed as well.
Yeah, that's Farseer, actually. All the experience that he's gotten was from killing enemies' units. Now we got the first headhunter out on the map. He's queuing the second one. He's actually leaving those water elementals entirely to be dealt with by the burrow. Looks like Fortitude buys boots, and he's still looking to apply pressure, unless he wants to steal the small green at the top. You see he's doing the camp at the bottom with just militia. This is like really smart.
Getting closer to level 3. Is this lining up to be level 3?
No.
No, right?
Forces are under attack.
Maybe he could do the Murloc camp above his main base. Not the one that Fly is doing, the other one, the smaller one. But then this kind of damages your wood economy like a lot.
Yeah.
You're really gonna lack wood if you keep using militia like this. But then that would be level 3 though.
Especially after the 2 lost peasants. You don't kind of want that. Get a headhunter here. That might help him. Doesn't get it though. Alright, what's next? Farseer is coming back, helping to defend. And once more... Oh, that's a good timing for the Lodge if he sees it.
Yeah, but there's no level 3. And Fly saw that Fortitude was near his base. So I really like the fact that he's coming back here. I think he identified that there was almost level 3, that buildings were probably going to be targeted regardless. He could end up getting a lot of experience from this. Uses the lightning shield of one of the wolves, and these footmen are taking so much damage right now.
That's so good. That's such a nice use of this item. Can't be dispelled at the moment, doing tons of AoE damage. Even feeding the Farseer a little bit with these water elementals, and Fly is keeping all the headhunters safe. I like Fly's play so far.
Yeah. We had a late blacksmith on the other side. But yeah, that Farseer is almost 2. Obviously, Archmage pretty close to 3 is always kind of scary. It was revealed that he wanted to go for Shamans, so it's going to be interesting to see whether we see Brilliance level 2 on the Archmage or Water Elemental level 2. Usually Brilliance level 2 kind of the standard nowadays. Farseer, can he get a kill? Yeah, speed scroll.
Oh, this footman looking juicy.
Deny. Oh, he gets it.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so still far away from Chain Lightning, but also far away from... Not far away, but still not level 3, which is what you really, really want. The TC in the meantime can start creeping, and again on Northern Isles we have a TC with Headhunters.
Yeah, not quite the same as in the previous series, though. That was super exciting. I hope to see more of that. I hope it wasn't just the one-off. This Archmage, very ambitious. He's like, I need to disrupt the creeping of the Torrent Chieftain. But alone on the other side of the map, kind of a scary thought. But the Spirit Lodge was really delayed because of the cancel. So there's not going to be any Shamans for a while here.
Yeah, that's super important for crowd control and for Dispel. And also, speaking of crowd control, Fly went Aura first, not Stomp. So even if there's another weird push coming, he couldn't stop it. But only for a little while. As you can see, the XP is rising up, and then it's going to be Stomp.
Yeah, I like the way Fly is doing this. Just harassing with the Farseer, keeping the Torrent Chieftain on the other side and creeping in, trying to power it up to level 3. Gets the last Tusker, and usually after that you go for the expansion creep. Question is, will he actually expand? Not very high on supply right now. He's adding the Bestiary. And already having the War Mill means that you can go into Kodos pretty quickly as well if you want to.
Farseer is 5 XP away from level 3. There's a wolf on like 2 HP, but he can't get the last hit, and Fly eventually denies it. The Orc army is kind of growing now with the first Kodo Beast, with the first Shaman. Needs upgrades as well. The burrow is about to be finished, so everything is lining up fine for Fly. Levels are nice as well. Gets the shop control, gets this first heal scroll.
Yeah, Archmage finally going to pull back, but he's still going to take some of that experience from the big Thrillbug tracker. Farseer not level 2 yet, but he's still being extremely annoying here towards the Archmage. Might be able to get that Footman. Yes. Oh, that gets denied again.
Wow.
And Torrent Chieftain got level 3, so now I think Fly might be looking for that big engagement. He's got a Shaman to work with some Purge against the Water Elemental, which is only going to be level 1 because there's Brilliance level 2.
We do have a lot of mana on the Mountain King. He might only be level 1. There's definitely a hero advantage for Fly at this point. Plus the Shaman to get rid of the biggest strength of Fortitude's army, that's the Water Elementals. But damage control, I guess, Peasants are blocking a little bit the TC. Can't really get the Storms off because the Mountain King is throwing the hammers left, right, and center.
Yeah, but on Torrent Chieftain, on top of a lot of units, he's not stomping yet. He really wants to get the rifles, but these Peasants were blocking enough that Fly finally lost patience and went for it.
Good play so far. Man, there's so much mana. He's doing also a lot of damage to this TC. This will force an item for sure. Gets another Stomp, still blocked though. Finally finds the Rifleman, finally finds the damage. Takes out one. Militia is coming to aid. This could result in a grunt kill, but also on the other side, Shaman are falling. Heal scroll for that. He really wants to use this mana or keep the Shaman alive. Lightning shield on the Kodo Beast. Big AoE on the Peasant, and that's a lot of police here.
And much like when they play tiebreaker games here, it looks like Fortitude is struggling quite a bit. He sent all the Popo, like you said, but there's no mana left almost on the Torrent Chieftain. He's getting close to a Storm, but he's going to lose a Kodo just before that. Did Fly maybe overextend a little bit? He did kill a lot of units, and Mountain King is not very close to level 3 yet. But Fly will get chased away, and he has no expansion in the meantime. Oh, he used the Greater Mana!
Oh my!
Even on level 2, I thought he would just disengage, get level 3 on Mountain King, and then they would fight again, but Fortitude went for the chase. There is not that one single Stomp.
Yeah, Fortitude with a knife between his teeth. That's Fortitude in a nutshell right here. He doesn't care about conventions. He doesn't care about like the most efficient things. If it suits the moment in the game, he is giving a big mana potion up for Clap and more Stomps to get the kills. And so far, it's paying off.
Yeah, Fly may have extended here. He was very confident to Stomp level 2. But he ended up losing a lot of units. Especially the Shamans hurt a lot. Obviously, you can remake new ones, but if you can preserve those alive, you're going to have so many Purge and Lightning Shield to work with. And now it's a very uncomfortable position because Fly is getting pushed into. His Torrent Chieftain's already very low. He uses Speed Scroll to try and save that one Shaman.
Which does work. We got Brilliance Aura level 2, by the way, so the mana regen for Fortitude is really good. And he's killing a lot of units. Headhunter, Shaman, all falling. Will he counter overextend is the question. Damage is kind of okay. But no, TP out by Fortitude now saves the situation. Is down to 32. But damage is done to Fly, who can't really think of expanding this time.
Yeah, he needs to get closer to 50 supply before doing that. He's still sending a PM to the Expo, so he might be confident enough to still go for that. There is actually only one priest left. I'm curious whether he's going to go Chain Lightning level 2, or maybe prioritize the wolves a little more here. Obviously, when you're working with Headhunters, you can expect to kill the priests pretty quickly. They're going to be very high on the priority of things that you can target. And yeah, we got reinforced defenses on the way. That Torrent Chieftain needs to heal badly. He found a Crystal Ball, sadly for him. Probably gonna end up being a sell. Could use the gold right now.
Yeah, it can be kind of decent-ish against invisible plays, but that is so far away. And he needs the gold right now, so I totally agree that this is a sell. On the other side, we don't see any breakers. So I agree with the wolf choice. That should be the better one.
Yeah, the thing about using militia early is that you're going to lose them very often, and then your woods economy is going to be pretty bad behind this. So Fortitude now is in a situation where it feels like he could only ever stay on one base and only make rifle caster. Like he could never transition into a second sanctum unless he started making peasants again to really work on that wood economy. Fly, in the meantime, is not sitting around doing nothing. Crips the marketplace and gets healing wards. There is Clap level 2 here.
We have a heal scroll. We do have heal wards, that's for sure. Another priest taking out. The piercing damage is really adding up. One kill after the next, but trying to go for the counter for the TEC. Needs an invul soon. The stomp wasn't too great, but it results in kills, and that's all it takes. 7-second invul now, but that's a very limited time frame for Fly to work with.
Fana uses his salve. Oh, Torrent Chieftain gets stone bolted from afar. He has mana for 2 stomps. Fly blocks the entire army away of the human.
So smart. Lightning shield now to make up for that damage that's missing due to the Torrent Chieftain. There's the Mountain King super hurt. He would love to have a Chain Lightning now or a little bit of more HP to re-engage with that TC. But dust settles. And we still don't have a decision. 2 priests looking juicy. 1 long range and snare flies.
I think Fly should disengage and use healing wards, but he wants to fight. He's got raiders. He's got that one Kodo in the back. He already ate a rifle. Both players running out of units very quickly. Fly's lacking shamans to get rid of those water elementals now. And because Archmage got level 4, he's got Brilliance level 2 and water elementals level 2 here. Torrent Chieftain could be in danger. He can town portal, but he's gonna have to dodge that Stormbolt, I think, if he waits till the last second.
And it's gonna be a very short-range Stormbolt, if you ask me. Okay, Cast a Curse. Dodge the TP with kind of ease. Not without killing a couple more units. 33 supply and a lot of items used for Fortitude. On the other side, we see Fly up at 37, healing up now, and expanding on the back of all these fights.
Yeah, I wonder if Fortitude is going to be able to read into this. Usually that's like the one thing that should cross your mind right now. Is my opponent on one base or is he actually expanding? So, yeah, he's going to send the water elemental actually. I was like, what does he send? He can't send militia. He already has so few of them, or so few peasants on woods. So I like the choice of sending one single water elemental. He's going to see that immediately. He could even go... Okay, probably not a cancel because it's almost done. But you expect the Orc not to have a town portal then. So then you could just pressure the Expo and you say, okay, this is it. This is where I make a stand. Either you come and defend or I'm going to kill your Expo and be fine. And if you can win, whoever wins that big fight near the Expo basically wins the game here.
And the big fight is coming. We got a Pendant of Energy. Creeping was super efficient as he was healing while gaining experience. And with Piercing and Magic, it's not easy to kill this Great Hall. Fortitude still trying though. Fly, no way. You're not starting the...
I like this because he's got Torrent Chieftain almost level 5. And look at this. Having Pendant of Energy himself plus Robe of Magi, that's 460 mana pool. That is a lot of stomps. That is a lot of units not attacking for a very long time, and heroes as well.
Warsong Battle Drums doesn't stack with the Kodo Aura anymore. That was fixed a couple of months ago. So unfortunate item. Once again, one for the sell. But the TC is unbelievably strong right now.
Yeah, that Torrent Chieftain is going to be a nightmare to play against. I think he's looking to try and sell that and maybe grab some scroll. There's 2 available right now. Fortitude actually bought no scroll, just a town portal.
Okay, the
to
comp.
make sure he can get out. If he is in trouble, that's the priority right now. To make sure he can get out.
This is the calm before the storm, guys. The next fight is going to be insane. Replenishment potion definitely helpful to regain some mana on the way. Level 4.5 Farseer now. I really wonder... Oh, TC. A little too late to steal the item. Would have been a good one. Medallion of Courage. Of course, it's not an aura, but it's definitely the best stat boosting item we have for the strength heroes. And level 4 MK as well.
I thought I saw a priest almost dispel on the TC. I was like, what?
That would be nice, right? Just dispel all the heroes.
If Torrent Chieftain takes a lot of damage before the fight, this is very bad. We see he doesn't even have an invuln potion because that was stolen away by Fortitude. Torrent Chieftain in the middle of everything. Here we go.
Forcing a TP.
Not actually gonna stomp.
He's
saving the invisibility for the next engagement. He was like,
Yeah.
even if I stomp now, I probably can't kill anything, so it's useless. Catches the rifle a little bit behind. Level 5 Farseer will be a giant power spike. Obviously, there's no creeps left on the map. I like the expansion in the bottom right, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna go Chain Lightning level 3 as well, and his damage is gonna be insane.
This AoE, yeah. He could like get Stomp level 3, Chain Lightning level 3, back it up with Lightning Shield, and single out targets with Raiders. This is very powerful. And Fortitude, he has nothing to stop this. Everything can be affected by Chain Lightning. The TC can't stomp everything. The breakers are severely lacking.
Fortitude's, yeah, like I said, he didn't really have much wood. He actually could have gone for his second Sanctum, but instead chose to go for Refined Gunpowder, which is the +2 attack for rifles. I think this might be not such a good choice against the Torrent Chieftain level 5, because he wants you to make rifles and priests. He can stomp everything. But Invis Potion about to run out. Does Fly try to engage before? He's thinking about it. And the Expo in the bottom right is scouted, so Fly knows that there is likely going to be a push coming out from his opponent, and I wouldn't be surprised if he broke up Keep very soon here.
Okay, he wants to Stormbolt, he wants to do some damage. There is an Invo Potion on the TC, as you said before, also one on the Mountain King, but the TC is making sure that the next round of items goes to the Archmage, and that's a Scroll of Protection and a Scroll of Healing. Close to level 5 as well. Brilliance Aura 3 would be sick. We get more Grunts, more Raiders, more Shaman, no techs on Fly's side. And
we got 50 supply for Fortitude, 58 for Fly, but that's including those 3 units that are in production right now, and that are 70% done.
Big pickup for Fortitude. This Kodo Beast is probably gone. He's trying to purge against it, but the hammer, too strong. Is it?
And that's why you don't sell the aura.
I think there's a backup coming. Oh, not yet. Always go for the backup Kodo. We discussed this already during the Ting Invitational podcast cast back in, I don't know, 2015 or so. Anyway, yeah, getting caught. Lots of damage here, burning through the hammers and clap as well. Fortitude really wants this fight, and with a level 5 Archmage, who can blame him?
And Torrent Chieftain has an invuln, but look at the kiting from Fortitude. That Torrent Chieftain has yet to get on top of the army. That's finally going to happen. Lands the stomp on 4 rifles and 1 single priest. He's looking to try and get to the back here to cover the retreat. He still has the invuln available. No salve behind it though to help with the healing, but still that double healing scroll, which is really delaying before you finally using.
The Mountain King has a potion. This TC is in danger. Trying to swap something. Yep, the Invo Potion and the Mana Potion. Nicely done by the Farseer. Needs to use it though fast. That's a double kill, resulting in a triple kill. Everybody is losing almost everything. Fly still holding on to the potion. It's insane. The Mountain King is caught in the north, trying to fight out with the clap. Invo Potion on the Archmage and the other 2 units. Fortitude is losing absolutely everything. Is the TC falling? Yes, it is. But there are more purges. There should be another end snare. There's Chain Lightning. This reeks like a double kill here. MK dead. Little bit of healing, and that is double G's, and it's the win for Fly. What a crazy fight!
Yeah, the engagement didn't start great for Fly, but then you saw what he did. He stood at max range with which he could stomp an attack from the Mountain King so that If there was ever a storm ball thrown his way, he would have just used invuln when that was in the air. That was so smart.
That game was so sick by Fly. The way he controlled the map, he was able to find the levels, he got the TC level 5 in the end, even how he read the late game, realizing he could give up the expansion to get the double level ups bottom right in the red camp. I think that was absolutely the right choice. And after that, sends the TC to the middle because he knows, well, there's nothing in the middle anymore. No way is there his whole army, so I can get the items there. And the Farseer keeps on leveling, then goes for the late game expansion, and the TC carrying the late. And that is once again the downside of playing Rifleman. In the mid game they have a great power spike, they have good damage, but breakers in the ultra late game always seem to look better, and if you don't have them, the stomp is just crazy.
You sound a little bit in love.
I thought that was amazing. Like there were like 1 or 2 overextensions in there, especially when he was pushing so hard into his MK with the big mana. But outside of that, I thought that was insanely well played by Fly.
So you're in love.
A little bit.
I think there was a pretty good power spike by Fortitude at like in the mid game somewhere, but Fly played really well around it. Had the better early game, had the better late game, and just as you say, with only rifles and priests, you can't survive a late game.
I think, yeah, one of the great moves was that Fly realized that the Expo couldn't be saved, and he used that almost as like a decoy to go in the bottom right and secure level 5 very, very quickly.
Right, that was,
what was
all.
the item that he got there?
Where?
At the bottom right red?
Warsong Battle Drums.
Ah, yeah.
He sold it.
And then he lost to Kodo. What a noob.
Okay, there's the love. Remo's affair is always short-lived. That was Fortitude's map, by the way. He picked Northern Isles. Now we go to AZ, and that is Fly's pick, of course.
Whoa. Oh, he banned Concealed and Twisted Meadows. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, Amazonia is one of the tricky maps as well. You're very easily creepjackable on this map. And both players supposedly start with level 2, which on most maps you're used of that happening to you as the human and the opponent struggling a little bit more. So it's a tricky map.
Curious if we see a lightning shield creep.
Yeah, usually you're gonna see that a lot of the time. It makes it so easier to creep with, and everybody's like super experts at like not messing it up. We haven't seen any infi early game living in a while, I think, with the lightning shield being triggered wrong.
We're looking for the color red at the moment before we can start map number 2. So make sure to check for it. And then we could find Infi's opponent in the winner bracket. There we go. All right. So on a scale from 1 to 10, Todd, how would you rank Fortitude's shape at the moment, judging from the last game?
It's hard to tell, to be honest, because it's just one game on like one map, maybe in a matchup where he struggles a little bit more against a really strong opponent. I would say like a 6, maybe.
All right, yeah.
If I had to guess.
I would agree there were no major flaws in the game, except maybe losing the 2 passes in the beginning that hurt him, for sure, in the mid game. But it was a solid play, maybe not the best decision. Or decisions made.
It kind of reminded me of some of my games, actually. Like I myself struggle against Orc, and I think I'm starting to feel like he struggled almost the same. Like he did the exact same as I do. He sent militia, then he lost them, and then it's like you have no woods for a longer time.
All right, guys, we have the lead for Fly, and we're loading into Amazonia. On the upper right-hand side, with the lead and a very impressive TC play, it's Fly. And his opponent once again struggling to reach the winner bracket final of a round of 16. A former bronze medalist of WGL representing the Lao Pao Esports Club, it's Fortitude. Amazonia. This could be, as Carson would say, spicy, because there's not too many creeps. The map is very, very small. You will contest for pretty much every single camp right from the bat. If you are feeling a little cheeky and want to go for these little gnolls here, they can bash, and that could result in a big creep jack. So lots of items, of course, here as well. Very important. The one at the natural, the consumables, the one in the corners for Devotion Aura, for True Shot Aura, all those nice things. We start once again with the Farseer and an Archmage. Nothing too surprising here. I wonder if Fortitude this time goes for an Arcane Tower, because that was definitely lacking. We haven't seen it too heavily punished by Fly. Only the one dive from the wolves, and then he completely stopped, being very satisfied with what he accomplished there. So is it a power build again? Oh, wow. It's the fastest tech in the game, ladies and gentlemen. That involves an altar. Before the Farseer is even out, planting a Warmill, Fly will play once again without grunts. Oh, and Fortitude, that's not good! Lightning Shield on the Rogue is hurting these militia so bad.
We even mentioned it. I was like, it's been a while since we've seen a Lightning Shield fail. And that's exactly what happens here. This is really, really, really bad. On the other side, we have Fly again. By the way, last game, he opened Headhunter, then made some grunts as well with it. That was a little bit weird. I mean, technically grunts can be good against rifles, but it's just so strange to go for a bit of both.
Yeah, this is usually a gifted level 2, and now he got not even half of that. Got the item, okay, is distracting a little, okay. But that can't happen on this map.
Yeah, and Fly killed a peasant in the meantime with one of the wolves that he had across the map. Fly even sees with a wolf the creeps on low hit points down there. It's probably like, okay, well, that went pretty bad for you, I guess.
And that must feel good. Winning the opponent's map, seeing on your map the opponent is starting off with a little bit of a blunder. Confidence of Fly must be pretty high right now.
Look at what he's doing with the wolves. He's trying to take those creeps away down there, knowing that there's a good chance Fortitude is going to send militia eventually to try and do that himself.
Oh boy. Yeah, we saw in Sock versus Lin that Human tried to go for some new creep routes, and Lin was punishing that attempt in a similar way, using the wolves to creep.
It's a very smart thing to do, because if you just let those creeps go to the opponent when the second hero comes out, it's going to be very easy once for them to do and start power leveling, which is almost one of the most important things in this matchup, is how well you're able to power level that second hero to level 3, which in last game Fly had ages. He had level 3 when the Mountain King was like 1.9, and then he was able to get really good fights, which put him ahead.
Cool counterplay by Fortitude, I gotta say, with only level 1, contesting this little green spot, which is a very, very tiny green spot. But anyway, taking experience off of the opponent's side of the map, that could bring some confidence back. Fly essentially doesn't even want to have so much experience right now, because this is such a small map, and limited experience for that TC for sure. So it's a little bit of ring around the rosy for now.
If I look at the speed of the tech of Fortitude and that the TC is almost already done, I'm like really, really worried for him. I don't even think that's going to be a kill here on the Lodge. I think he has to get out. He might even end up losing some footmen. He's feeding experience. Like, this is just a disaster from start to finish, it feels like.
So far
in this game, Fortitude.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's of course a no barracks build for a long time. It's a super early tech. A lot of people might think like, why don't you just tower rush?
Wait, which tower rush you mean?
The human versus orc, like immediately.
Oh,
Tier
the
1.
Firelord one?
Yeah. Like Chimiko did it.
It's really hit or miss. But on this map, it has a decent chance of success. But I feel like, listen, Fly has been getting tower rush for 15 years, okay? Like, if there's anybody that's going to defend this thing, it's him. So, I probably wouldn't try.
Did you try back in the day against him?
I think probably a few times, and then he just blade mastered me to death.
He got so good at that with baseballs and stuff. Anyway, TC is having a good time, man. Taking these kobolds away from the middle of the map. And he could even get both of them. Like, what is Fortitude supposed to do? He's not level 3. His footmen are hurt.
Shaman shows up and starts taking a lot of damage here from the water plus Archmage. Fortitude could maybe steal some of the Murlocs right above this to try and get level 3. And that Shaman actually will be forced to wake up the creeps and die from them. Oh, it gets the purge off before, and that's level 3 on the Archmage.
Okay. Get something done. But on the flip side, there's Chain Lightning, there's Stomp, and this reeks like a double kill. Yep, doesn't even need the spells.
Oh my god, the rifles are trapped inside.
No way. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. When it rains, it pours, huh?
He needs to chop a tree at the bottom. Maybe near his altar, because on the left side of the barracks... Oh no, actually no, there is a space between the farm and tunnel. I don't know why he's keeping them at home then. Maybe he doesn't want to completely reveal that he's going rifles. So he needs to creep. Okay, there we go. And I think Fortitude's gonna power level his Mount Tanking to level 2 here. If he pulls back the Archmage, that would be ideal. To get a big consumable as well.
Yeah, it's one of the most important camps, I think. Fortitude being quite a bit down. If he gets a mana potion here, things could change. Also, there's no area of effect to spells, so Scroll the Beast could be really good for some fights. And of course, sustainability is always nice to have. It's a greater healing.
And look at how close Torrent Chieftain is to level 3. I think the plan might be to just go in and purge some Water Elemental. In this case, it's a little bit strange. Fortitude went for Water Elemental level 2, as opposed to last game we saw he went for Brilliance level 2.
But also there's a little difference for Fly. He goes for a Wyvern.
I think he might not know still that this is rifles. He's about to find out. Yeah, he saw the army now.
Yeah, it was
so he knows about the rifles. Mount Taking still working on trying to get level 3. And Shaman Adept training is queued.
He's also switching to Raiders like immediately. Sees that and okay, plans change. Wyvern is never bad during a creeping phase. It will maybe eat a Stormbolt as well. So one Wyvern is never bad.
Farseer looking to try and steal some creeps, or maybe some item. Sells Gloves of Haste, steals the Invuln. This is very important.
Oh, but not if he dies. He will probably not. Just gets away with it.
The Invuln is so key in this matchup.
Yeah, once again, we can mention Lyn versus Sog.
Yeah, which was same positions as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this was so well done. And stealing the Invulns all the time won Lyn the game.
Farseer would love to get level 3 here as well. Chain Lightning level 2 can be great against this type of army, but obviously Stomp is going to be the big, powerful thing.
Alright then, let's engage into this. That's the speed scroll, that's the Stomp. Doesn't hit too much. Might look like he's going for this Archmage, but he wants more units. Clap against it. There is a heal scroll. There's Lightning Shield. Nice splits by Fortitude now, but the single target with Ensnare. Oh, wait a minute! This Farseer is just gone. And with that also, the heal scroll. Not good, but the Lightning Shield wreaking havoc against this Militia. More and more experience. Solo experience for Fly now as well. Shaman are falling. Headhunters are falling. The Stombolt again! No way! The Blade Master's Plague has spread to the Farseer and the TC. Double kill for Fortitude.
And Fly got a little too complacent here. Farseer in the middle of everything. Same for the Torrent Chieftain. He had Invuln plus rejuvenation, replenishment potion. This is like ideal for healing mid-fight, replenishing some mana as well before using some more stomps. Really bad fights out of Fly.
Never supposed to lose these heroes. Of course they were stunned. And probably it was the perfect Stormbolts for that hero focus, but that's not supposed to happen, underestimating a Stormbolt.
He hasn't even restarted Farseer.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's bad.
The player's forces are under attack.
Fortitude about to dive in. Those burrows have been filled up. There's 2, 1, and 1 peons in them.
That's a lot of damage.
That's 4 peons.
Thanks, Todd. You know, I have my problems with counting. But yeah, what now? What do you do with this advantage, Fortitude?
You creep the red camps, I think. especially with rifles, would be very easy. But I think he might be looking for a creep jack here.
Yeah, Fortitude
Kind
is
of
like...
he pretended for a second that he was gonna creep that.
A player's forces are under attack.
Fortitude is just like, nope, not doing what Todd says. Won't fly. This raider needs to speed scroll out, but pew pew, another kill.
Yeah. I think maybe he was gonna go for the red camp, and he's like, oh wait, he's gonna get TC5. No, and then he runs across the map. Not again.
Okay, with the stomp, maybe... Big invul potion. That was a massive stomp! But where's the follow-up? There's no chain lightning, there's no wolves, there's not enough shaman for the lightning shield. Oh, it's not good. There's another
He dodged that
storm.
Stormbolt, okay.
It has to. Yeah.
Oof. If the mount tanking had been closer, it would have been much harder to dodge that. So he created some space here by purging the mount tanking away and putting some distance between him and the Torrent Chieftain.
There's an expansion coming. It was scouted by a fly. The scout was killed. And the Farseer is back. So we get some levels here. Would be quite crazy if Fly finds a way back into this game.
Yeah, Fortitude's playing it safe too. He's taking expansion. There's still the camp in bottom right. He could do that like pretty safely. We still have the, like, Farseer died with a speed scroll, town portal, and a scroll of healing.
Yeah. Yeah. He was like, how can he be so surprised by a Stormbolt level 1? Kind of messed it up there for sure.
A player's forces
Maybe it
are
was
under
focused on
attack.
something else. I don't know. We get a Mountain King with a big invul, with the mana potion, still the TP, also the greater healing. Hero focus, maybe not the best idea for Fly. But okay. Mercenary camps now. Big items to be found. That's not one of them. Boots of Kel'Thalas.
The worst.
The worst indeed. And
Oh my god.
the best. One of the best.
Oh, the best. With this army, like by far the best you can get here.
A player's forces
Surprise
are
is
under
not
attack.
doing the red camp at all. Yeah, Fortitude. It's with rifles. It's very fast and it's very easy to do.
I think he's checking for the shop, going for the invul, and if there's nothing, he falls back. He has no incentive to push into the base. There's no reason to.
Can Fly maybe get Kagdar's pipe like Lin did? That would be a nice game saver, perhaps.
It is a strong item. Medallion of Courage.
Meh.
And he's getting creep check.
Yeah, he's actually already done with the camp. TC's 4.5. Oh, that's a very good start to the engagement for Fortitude. Claps literally everything. And look at this, he already starts kiting Torrent Shift and looking to try and get a good position.
A player's forces
We even get Sorceress now. The Lightning Shield is still good. No dispels at the moment. Oh, that's a lot of AoE. Farseer used his heal scroll. There's one more on the TC.
Okay, Fortitude's gonna have to TP, yeah. He's
Yeah.
not gonna delay that too much because he's taking a lot of damage. Look at how many units he's gonna have in the red. Oh my god, replenishment or rejuvenation scroll value
Oh,
is gonna be insane here. And he
Through-
needs clarities immediately.
through the roof. But the TC is getting closer and closer to 5, Todd. Expo is paying off more and more as well. I wonder what will decide this game.
I think Fly can expand himself. A second Sanctum for Fortitude is like, alright, I know you're probably gonna get 5 in the next fight. I've already tried that last game, no more.
Always nice to
Let's
see
make-
when players
Let's
are
make
learning.
units that you can't actually stomp.
Yeah.
But there's still
It-
creeps on the Expo, no? Of Fly. Yeah.
Yeah.
He sent the PLN team.
The trolls standing true to their name. There's another red spot. What is the best choice now? Red spot? Attack the expansion?
Okay, if Fly does both
A
reds,
player's
this is really
forces are under
unacceptable.
attack.
Because Fortitude has a far better army to creep that.
Yeah, he was betting on the fact that Fly is starting the expansion. And wanted to shut it down immediately.
What is Fortitude doing? He's running back and forth like a headless chicken. The wolves still one of the creep in front of him. What is going on?
You might be giving
The
this.
Orange Chieftain is gonna get 5. I'm sorry to tell you, Fortitude.
You might be giving this game away. Fortitude, the Farseer is not too far away after this camp. Chain Lightning 3, Wolves 3. But yeah, that's big. Claws of attack. this Farseer is plus 31. He has double damage.
It's a super Farseer.
We'll see about that. If that would be a Lich, man. Oh boy. Invis and level 3 Storm. Let's go. Lightning Shield again. And if there's a follow-up. Oh my god, there's so much damage. Shield Scroll immediately. Is there a second one? Just egocentric heroes not providing for the army, only for themselves. Clap is really, really good though. Heal Scroll for Fly not available. He's trying with the hero focus. Mountain King makes it away. And the claps are brutal.
Yeah, Fortitude might have to TP in a second. He still has a mana potion. Mountain King has greater invuln. The Archmage is gonna get targeted. He can use greater healing on time, I think. Yes. He's gonna delay the TP for as long as he can. Mountain King almost level 5. One more unit will do it. Fly completely out of army.
Level 5 MK, that's another Stormbolt or another clap, and he kills more and more. A killing spree for Fortitude. That was some sick AoE.
Yeah, and then he's left with 56 supply against 36.
Yeah.
Cloth plus 12 and Medallion. Really not very fortunate here for Fly to get these, but it does feel like he was behind from the moment he lost both of his heroes on the fight in the top left.
Yeah, before that, everything looked good. He played a very, very good game. Fortitude even messed up the first creep. And now it's 2 bases versus 1. It's 5-5 heroes versus 4-5. It's breakers now that are supposed to be the hard counter for Fly's army. I don't know. I don't know how to solve this puzzle.
I think like some crazy hero targets is the only thing that can save Fly, but it's gonna be very, very difficult for him to do even just decent in the next fight.
Yeah.
And I think Fortitude could even go for Invis to make sure he can save his heroes. He forgot this item at the bottom the entire game in this stone. It's kind of unacceptable.
The bottom right was taken out by Fly, right? So it wasn't Fortitude. Okay, could have checked for it. We got Wolves level 3.
Wait, wasn't that where Fortitude found Flute?
Ah, that bottom right. I was checking the lab. There's also an item.
Fly's getting a doctor. That might be a little presumptuous. You're about to be attacked by the big army. Like you need actual good fighting units.
The says trap upgrade just takes too long, right?
Control magic on the way as well.
These wolves are useless. I mean, now they are good scouts, but
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't think he should have gone Wolves level 3. Sometimes it's really good. Like you can siege the expo, keep killing peasants, especially against one arcane tower. I'm surprised he's staying on top of the army, especially against this many priests. But yeah, control magic is well on the way and about to finish.
we have a lot of breakers. He has to walk all the way around them, but getting storm bolted right away. Like there's a very, very hard to find angle of attack now for Fly, and you see how much of an impact does the storm have now? Not much anymore. There's this big wall, and he can't get past it.
Yeah, the Mountain King at the front is going to be doing so much damage. He has clap level 3. But that's when things really hurt here.
Control
And
magic.
every time the Throne Chieftain comes forward, he stumbles him.
Yeah, very, very quick, very, very smart. Invul potion needs to be triggered soon. The clap is insane. He's trying the hero focus, but there's an invul. There's the heal potion. So even after the 7 seconds, he should still be safe. 40 supply only.
Fortitude hasn't lost a unit yet. 78 supply here.
Some snacks go off for the Kodo now. 2 breakers in the stomach. That's how you deal with them, ideally. But that's it. GG. Fortitude strikes back.
And that Tauren Chieftain was out of there. He ran to the bottom left. He didn't want any part of this. He's like, okay, there's too many breakers. I can't do anything. Sorry, guys.
Damn.
Yeah, strong early by Fly once again. A few good moves. But that game just comes down to that one fight. He botched that engagement so hard. Can't lose both heroes and expect to win. That's where the game ends. I think he messed it up so bad because with the Farseer, especially the first hero he lost, he was standing in the middle of everything, as you guys said, because he was looking really hard, I believe, at his TC. His TC was running into the back line, and I think that in theory is the right principle. The worst thing you can do as Orc is just go A-click in, everything surrounds the MK and gets clapped hardcore. You need to pop the speed scrolls, find the ensnares, get the devours, TC into the back. So the idea was good. He just wasn't paying enough attention to his Farseer, and then also the TC died. And beyond that, the controlling of the map, I also feel like he gave too much away there, did Fortitude, but he got the expansion, and that was enough.
He was just so far ahead after killing those heroes. I gotta commend his micro though. Like, he always waits until the Torrent Chieftain is in the perfect spot before he finally stumbles it and fully targets it. He does that super well, and he also had some great splits during the phase where he had mostly only rifles.
All right, can we repeat that success? Will Fortitude go head-to-head with Infi in the winner bracket final? We go for a small little break, and then we decide this one. Here we are back, ladies and gentlemen. The last remaining map between these two grand Chinese players is Echo Isle's Fortitude challenging Fly. Fly took the first map, Fortitude taking Fly's map away, and so we end up on the decider. Who's gonna win this now, Remo?
Fly. He's a better player. He just has to not mess up.
All right then, if you say so, Remo. We are going into this in a tiny second. So cool to see that the games between them are so close. It comes oftentimes down to one mistake. And who does the mistake now? Is it Fly? Is it Fortitude? Echo Isles will tell us. We got Fortitude for LP Club. His contract just got renewed. And if he wins it here, if he goes to the winner bracket final, it kind of proves that that was the right call to do versus Fly. Is it again the super fast tech? Todd, what can we expect from Echo Isles?
Yeah, I think Fly really seems to like that quick tech, so he's probably gonna want to go for that. I don't think the strategy was the problem last game. It was really the hero control that was a big problem in that one fight. And who knows, if Fortitude wins, maybe it's already time to renegotiate that contract, you know, and get a little bit bigger salary.
So greedy, man. It's just a month ago. All right. Let's see. We got a Farseer once again. There was a tiny bit of a chance for an MK first or Blood Mage or something, but yeah, Fortitude also in the majority of his games. It's an Archmage, and we see the Archmage here as well.
Yeah, the quick shop is really nice. It allows, like, it's not that costly. It will delay your take just a little bit, but it allows you to harass even more on the other side of the map. Like with the healing in particular, you can tank a little more with the Farseer. And then you can put a lot more emphasis on trading against the Archmage, because if you can manage to put him low, it's going to be much harder for an Archmage to heal up than a Farseer, because, you know, as human, you kind of supposed to skip the shop for a very long time. And also, it's not really single target heal as much as you're supposed to heal a lot of units that are lower in hit points.
Fly is stealing the Shadow Priest.
Forces are under attack.
Let's survive. Yeah.
Criminal. What a thief.
Fly in the left-hand mercenary camp on Echo Isles. That's quite a history. WCG final calling, of course, where he won the match against Infi in like 2 minutes 30 or something. And Fortitude reacting, seeing like, okay, you're here, you know what I'm doing. Then let's just grab the item and push.
Yeah, that was a crazy game actually back then. I was at that WCG.
Chengdu, right?
Yeah. I remember thinking, yeah, Grand Finals is going to be sick. And then he just goes to the Merc camp, kills a couple units, and then he feels like GG and taps out. I was like, what? He's destroyed mentally for sure. And then he comes back and wins.
Yeah, this is why we call him the Iceman. He doesn't get stressed by like one game going wrong. He knows, okay, I still got 2 maps and I can destroy you on 2 maps, and that's kind of what happened.
But yeah, not much creeping going on here, obviously, as Fly's playing a build with which he's supposed to stay glued to the human. Not let him creep. Try and get a few kills here and there. We got the Arcane Tower on the way on the other side, and Fortitude is going to use Militia to creep one of those camps here. To get level 2.
Oh, that's smart. This
He could
costs
get
a little.
Mercenary himself, by the way. If he gets the Shadow Priest on the other side, it's going to help a lot against Wolves.
Yeah, we haven't seen these units before. On Amazonia, it's kind of too late. On Northern Isles, there's no mercenary camp, so this adds a new flavor to this matchup.
Yeah, it's just like a lot more aggressive than on other maps. On Echo Isle, it's very easy to keep tabs on your opponent. You know, there's only so many options of where they can go. And look at his Fortitude swapped the injured peasants inside of the gold mine. And he put the healthy ones on the woods, so that if he has to use Militia later on, those guys are going to be in good fighting condition.
Not bad. They are protected by an Arcane Tower now as well. That wasn't the case on the first 2 maps, so both players are making quite a few adjustments here.
Yeah, Archmage comes back around and tries to chase the Farseer a little bit, but upon waking up the creeps... Oh, deny?
Yeah.
Farseer is still at 0 experience.
That's not good. I mean, it's kind of okay as you really want to prioritize the TC, but Chain Lightning, especially for a roaming Farseer to steal stuff, never bad. But he gets the big item.
Yeah. And I think Fortitude started realizing that there was probably going to be too many headhunters very soon for him to be able to deal with effectively. So he pulled back. I think he would have been able to harass this nicely. It can be risky to let that item go to the opponent, you know, if he finds like a greater mana. And then powers TC level 3, you're really going to regret that. But in this case, he chose to counter creep instead.
I like that. Taking experience away from the TC is the best thing he can do, I guess. The Mountain King and the rest of the army would love to creep the left-hand side. So all the time you can spend on the right-hand side to steal creeps here is pretty damn smart and weakens the TC before he's even out.
And there is no blacksmith there, so no rifle play.
Oh.
It's just going to be a lot of casters. Probably some priest first, a la Infi, and then into Spellbreakers. Can he get the wizard? Thorn Chieftain coming in. Whoa! Ooh, it's too late.
Oh, the Berserker. It's quite expensive. Chain Lightning. There we see it. That's exactly what I was talking about. But big experience gone. Renegade Wizard gone. Claw +9 stolen.
Yeah, that was nicely done by Fortitude. Very ambitious, actually. I think a lot of people would have never dared to even try and go for that at this stage. And I think he was about to maybe go for the marketplace, but then realized, oh, it's probably already done. So he's going to go for the Mercamp instead. And that's still there.
So Fly is adjusting things a little as well. Going way earlier Kodos and reinforced defenses. The early Kodos should be an early response to the upcoming breakers.
Yeah, it's quite good against that. Fortitude's creeping as much as he wants and like pretty easily. It's very good for Fly that is stealing away the middle camp, the shop, especially as daylight's about to arrive, because he can steal the first crawl. And maybe the most important, the invuln.
Yeah.
But he doesn't choose to stick around. Looks like wait, is he going for a Creepjack or something? Or like trying to engage?
He has the vision with the TC on the left-hand side. Ships in the night. Murloc's pulled out, so he's gonna get that. Seemingly doesn't want to fight without level 3 and 2.
Farsia has no mana almost. Like 112. He could just use like one chain lightning if he fights. Oh, he's trying to go for a Creepjack.
Okay. We don't have a level 3 MK yet.
And Fortitude is obviously gonna call the police immediately. 911, what's your emergency? There's a big cow trying to stomp me.
Okay. Let's see if they can prevent that. I don't think so. The MK might be a better solution with the Storm once again. Fortitude trying to split, and actually that works way better than expected. Lots of emphasis on this TC, trying to swap that TP over. Last second again.
That was so close. I think if he turned for the Farseer as he saw it come in, he might have been able to get one of the heroes before the other one would have TP'd, but obviously as spectator it's easy to say that. If he had blocked slightly better against the Torrent Chieftain, he would have killed it. That was a tricky position, and good for Fly that he got out of there, because that would have been extremely bad to lose his Chieftain level 2. Meanwhile, Mount Tanking easily behind that could have power to level 3.
And thanks to this forced town portal, Fortitude is able to get the items.
Yeah, exactly. Remember that Fly purposely left that. He could have just gone home and crept more, but instead he chose to play aggressive without buying the items, because they weren't quite ready yet when he was standing in the center. Okay, the Archmage hurts a lot more than you do, Farseer. I don't know why you're still fighting it.
Feels a little brawly. It's buying some time. TC getting close to 3, but not there yet. And finding that level 3 isn't too easy now. Could go to the Murlocs, but that's pretty obvious.
Yeah, Farseer has like zero damage, zero armor items as well, and he was doing a one-on-one with the Archmage that has like Ring of Protection, Claws of Attack +9, Glove of Haste. He took classes of Muay Thai, like he was ready for this.
TC finally gets him. Okay. What's the next follow-up? Shaman, more Shaman. But level 3 here, Wolf Summon. Did he get an item? Invis and Heal Scroll. So there's nothing left. You don't want to wait a minute. Fortitude pushing at 50. He sends the Peasants down, so probably a counter expansion.
Yeah, Control Magic is now on the way, but it takes a while for that to complete. It's 50%. And Fortitude is looking for a fight here. Torrent Chieftain invisible. It can make it very tricky for human. Like, you just need to run away. He uses dust.
He knows.
And he did reveal him.
That was a genius dust. He saw that the Invis potion wasn't there anymore. And knew that there must be a TC somewhere. And with that, Fly can't engage.
He's gonna wait for the dust to expire and then get close again.
Yeah.
That's the correct move strategically.
Okay, do you want to focus this MK though? He has 13 armor.
Dust again. But Torrent Chieftain, he's gonna stomp from afar. Ends up pulling back immediately. He's like, okay, I didn't sign up for this. There's a lot of breakers that he's worried about.
Some good
Raiders
timing.
coming in.
for Fortitude to pull back as the number of breakers are rising. Clap once more, hurting the backlight. Stomp against it. This time he hurts a lot. Needs still a follow-up. There's no lightning shield here yet. And I'm pretty sure these raiders will die.
Oh my god, this clap! It hurts.
It
It
hurts
stumbled.
all the way from China to Germany. But the heal scroll, sugar. Well, now there's nothing on this on this TC. Trying to run away. Invul potion is ready again. Can he stay in this fight? Does he want to stay in this fight? 2 seconds for a heal scroll. 1,000 gold for Fly.
Yeah, they both have expansion behind that, and actually neither of them is mining with 5 workers. They haven't been paying full attention. But I think Fortitude did very good in that
A
fight.
player's forces are under attack.
And he was expanding on the back of it. But again, Fly getting the items here. There's not much left. Only getting the dust. Has an invul on the MK. And Wolfurette. After control magic. My brain was a little confused for a second. Like, why is he attacking his own peons? But
Betrayers. They got swayed by the breakers. 5 priests, by the way. 0 sorceress. From the Chinese human.
yeah, that's oftentimes the play, right? When you go mass breakers, there's no need for slow.
I guess both players might do the bottom turtle, the orange camp. Fly breaks upkeep, actually. A little bit earlier than Fortitude, who hasn't done that yet.
With Wyvern now. But we're getting slowly but steady to the point where it's gonna be a lot of breakers.
Yeah.
A player's forces are under attack.
And that's the problematic point of the game for the human. For the orc, of course. As we saw in Amazonia.
Yeah, I think you kind of just don't want to target them. You target everything else. You stomp as many of the units as you can. You eat 2 of the breakers.
That's easier said than done when there's like 10 breakers and you can't move anything. You need a great fighting position where there's lots of room.
Player's forces are under attack.
And the breakers can't block everything.
So 4/4 heroes for Fly. That's really nice to have a Chain Lightning level 2 to work with as well.
Yeah, you need to operate from distance at one point. Another ring. Dude, he's gonna be plus 14.
Just send that man in alone.
51% damage reduction. This guy should never be attacked. Ever. Double heal scroll. Invis. Invul. 70
Yep.
supply.
A player's
The
forces
choice
are
of going
under
Brilliance
attack.
2 here was really smart against Shamans yet again. Because he's gonna have so much more mana to work with. In particular, like, I mean, it provides for the Mountain King. That's the whole point of doing this. And he has a dust again, interestingly. So Fortitude really anticipating that there is gonna be a invisible Torrent Chieftain and getting dust for the second time, but can he understand that it's around his army right now?
This might be the big fight here. We have
He's a lot
sorcerers
dust, I think.
added to the mix. That was a good stomp in the back, but once again, no follow-up. He needs these lightning shields. Trying to stomp everything away, and he's focus firing with this Mountain King, who's just clapping away. TC is far away still. Forces a TP, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's probably gonna TP under.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
Oh,
really
smart.
good move.
The backstep, TP, everything is exposed. And now he just blocks everything with the breakers.
He's draining the mana away from the Chieftain with the Arcane Tower. Fly made out of overextended here. And
Maybe
behind
he's-
it, we had a Blacksmith made, so he's getting rifles to deal with the Wyverns.
I was about to say, like, okay, there's no Griffin Aviary yet, but rifles seem to be way better.
Yeah. At this stage, he doesn't have much wood to go for like flying machines. And when you have Blacksmith, I don't think you have to go for Griffins from scratch with getting the aviary. But yeah, that Mountain King at the front was like, it tickles. It gently tickles that entire army attacking me.
Yeah, that doesn't do anything anymore. He seems like the raid boss, and the raid is falling to him. But Fly is always getting the items.
I think it's not a good timing for Fortitude to engage because his Mountain King don't have that much mana. But he's still going for it because he gets caught by a single ensnare here. Orange Chieftain coming in, maybe he can get a surround. There is an invisibility potion.
Stomp against effectively nothing here. Lots and lots of Shaman, but I don't see any Lightning Shield. Again, just wants to purge Chain Lightning. But the TC is out of mana as well.
Mountain King getting ensnared, but he's still not feeling anything.
It's unbelievable. All the mana in the world with this Farseer for now. Feels like Fly is kind of breaking through. He has a supply lead. Fortitude again, resource mismanagement. Just invest 600 gold.
Transfers the invuln here. I don't know if targeting the Mountain King is the best idea here, Fly.
No, this
He has
man.
no mana potion on the TC.
And he runs just into this MK, getting clapped over and over. 2 grunts falling. That's level 4. More units flying falling for Fly.
And he's slowed to death. Fly trying to make it out. He does have endurance to run away pretty quickly. Oh, he actually managed to get a workshop. So he's getting flying machines, and he's going to be able to deal with those Wind Riders pretty effectively. Fortitude, is he doing this?
It's unbelievable. Not only can he deal with the Wyvern, but it's also reveal against the Invis TCs, which is definitely a plan for Fly.
If Fly really didn't kill much in that last fight.
No, I agree. It was very, very stubbornly going for that MK. You lose 50% of your damage if you attack this MK. That's nuts. And he was out of mana real soon. At least the mana problem seems to be solved.
And like he's clapping, the units are hitting slowly. He's getting healed by a priest. There's potions, like he transferred an invuln at some points. It's just not ideal. Farseer going first in. Oh my god.
Uh-oh. Biggest bottleneck on the map. Surround Fly. That's a TP if I ever saw one. Wants to stay in this for a little bit longer to take out the Gyros, who were a little too aggressive here.
Yeah, that was bad.
Another Shaman. Like this. Can he reach? No, Shaman gets away. Got quite a banger here.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, he could have control magic that. He killed a sentry in the center.
True. We get bad riders against flying machines now. A little bit of a transition. Yeah. That's what you get for not building aviaries. No shackle. But maybe Invis next. As we get the adept upgrade on the Sorgs. Lots of armor upgrades or unit upgrades in general for Fly. But finally, for the first time in what feels like 15 minutes, Fortitude gets items again.
Yeah, and he's camping that shop. It's up to him how long he can wait here before they finally fight. Look at that Torn Chieftain. He's like, alright, this is my time. Only I can bring back this game. Double mana potion on him.
Yeah.
Ring of Protection, Ring of Regen, Invuln. Drops another Sentry Ward. And because that other one was not stolen, now there is no vision against invisibility. Other than the flying machines, which are still pretty scary. Okay, they come in on time to spot the Torn Chieftain. He's going around.
Yeah, but Fortitude knows. He sees this coming from a mile away. And this is the perfect position for the Breakers. They hold on the entire army. Hold the door, Stormbolt on the TC. So much mana burn. Okay, he has had enough. Invo Potion just to get to the back of the army. Fly pushing forward, but for how long?
Torn Chieftain is almost 5 here. Can he get enough units? Speed Scroll is used. Farseer doesn't really know where to go. He's headed towards the shop here. Torn Chieftain taking a ton of damage. He has double mana potion, but no more invuln. The units of Fly are falling super rapidly here.
Double level 5 now. Big AoE. He uses that stomp. The Mountain King has a potion as well. Could go for more clap. There was more items passed here. There was another Invo Potion. Fortitude feels the need to TP out. Fly the Madman.
kills so much here. Finally, 71 supply against 71. And he definitely killed more here. Level 5-5 now against the Archmage 4.3 and Mountain King 4.2. This is not pretty bad for Fortitude to face those level heroes. And I mean, they expanded at about the same time, but there's still more gold for Fly as well. So he's got this giant advantage. Look at the peasants on the expo of Fortitude. They definitely got harassed a bit, maybe by wolves at some point.
How is it possible that the fight prior to this, Fortitude didn't lose a single unit, and now Fly is just superior? Fortitude had the items for the first time. This shouldn't be happening.
Yeah, I think there are some problems with the micro. He's not really putting enough emphasis on the chieftain with the storm bolts and maybe surround or something. He was landing some good claps, but Fly did have some healing scrolls himself, and now he grabs another one. And those wyverns, he's not really dealing with them very well either. Like, he made a few flying machines, but you need more than that. I don't even know if he had flak cannons, actually. I think he doesn't. Oh, now, yeah, it's about to finish. So for all this time, he didn't have flak cannons. And Fortitude really lacks upgrade. Even the +1 attack here would be nice for those flying machines.
We do have one upgrade already for the breakers, but that doesn't do too much. Is it Q1? No, it's only units. Wolves
You know
level...
the second name of wyverns, right?
The second name of wyverns? No.
Flying Tomes of Experience.
Flying toes.
But they haven't been here so far in this game.
And we
Look,
got
the wolves at the bottom ready to harass the peasants again.
So
Against just one arcane tower. And they're red. He didn't heal them.
Uh-oh, not good. There's a Bat Rider against the gyros. And... oh, he takes out the Bat Rider before. That's almost all the anti-air. Great clap by Fortitude to start things off. That's a lot of kills.
That chieftain's gonna take a lot of damage here in a sec when he gets stone bolted. The invul not used on time. I think he's gonna use that and maybe TP out, but he can't wait too long because the next stone bolt will kill him here if he sticks around and does not transfer TP. The chieftain, it's one of the short invul. There is no mana on the Mountain King. Can he stone bolt on time? Oh my god, if he had done it a bit earlier, he might have been able to get that.
This game is literally coming down to split seconds. Wolves
And
didn't do too much.
Fly forgot to send the wolves in the expo again.
They
That's
just
too bad
expired.
because he would have killed a lot.
Yeah.
And that would be TC closer to level 6 as well.
That's a sick game right here. We have new items in 15 seconds. No tier 3 for Fly. Still hesitant. More headhunters now. TC 5.5. Still one invul potion, but he's gonna need that. Oh, he's giving up the position before, so Fly gets the items again.
Yeah, because Fortitude had some low hit point units, so I think he was like, I just want to use a regen scroll here before I actually fight. Which I can't blame him for it, but he was kind of rich, to be honest. He could have gone for the shop with everything and buy a TP, and if he has to, he can TP out.
Speaking of shop, by the way, the shop by Fortitude was killed. So no regen scroll and no clarity for the longest time. Only can start healing now.
Maybe a second mana potion would be good on the Mountain King. Like they're pretty cheap and they give less mana than before, so you need to kind of make up for that.
How long can Fortitude resist this again? A massive wall of breakers moving forward.
He's not using magic control on his walls here.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's one. That's two. Now the magic control, but damage is done. Breaker starting to take them out.
The police!
He's throwing everything at this Stormbolt. There's no TP on this Farseer. He could just be dead. Speed scroll trying to get out. Make room. Make room. I need to go. I need to go. What an escape.
How did he get out?
I have no clue.
Mountain King looking for some claps here. Torrent Chieftain is gonna start stomping, gets a bunch of the peasants, gets the Mountain King. Chieftain almost level 6. Clap actually lands on the Farseer at the back. He's almost level 6 himself.
He needs the heal scrolls, but there's not available 30 seconds until then! Multi-kill for this MK. Absolute slaughter. No mana anymore at the moment. Level 5 Archmage, more and more claps. Fly's number. A dwindling 46 only. Kodo down, Raider down, Grunt down for sure.
Yeah, Mountain King got level 5. And Chieftain just 1 unit away from getting level 5 himself. 46 supply against 65. This is looking pretty dicey for Fly. He might have gone in that deny here, but there is just so much supply. Look at that supply here from Fortitude. He's got a ton of units, and that Mountain King is not stopping. No boots, just 4 rings.
It's so sick. It's so sick. He has more claps. The Brilliance Aura must be 3, right? Yeah, absolutely the right call in this moment. More slow, more dispel, more heal, more control magic, more clap. That's the right one. We got an Invis MK now. It could come as a little bit of a surprise. Fastia full mana. TC, definitely some problems. Close to level 6, both Orc heroes.
Yeah, even with level 6 Thorn Chieftain here, against this many breakers, it's going to be tricky.
Only 1 mana potion. And again, the heroes are kind of exposed. 1 invul is not enough. Main gold mines are dry. Fly. Need to hold this. Need to survive. Stormbolt on that TC. If he gets level 6 somehow, he will be saved, obviously, by Resurrection, his ultimate. But it doesn't look like it at all. Clap is massive. And he just loses the TC with the invul. Double G's. Fortitude wins the winner bracket semi-final. So we get a human mirror, maybe, in the winner's final of Group D. What a slobber knocker.
Yeah, and he